Number 7, Darth Siegel. The only things we know about the origins of Darth Siegel, he claims he would have been the original Jedi, and that he has always been the original choice for Sith Lord. He claims that he was able to even write into existence the original Star Wars universe. However, other sources insist that Darth Siegel was vanquished when he had problems with the green screen. And other sources are saying that he insisted on bringing in a piece of paper where he had a drawing of what he just called his robot buddy. And I guess it was like a little robot that can shoot throwing stars out of its eyes or some crazy thing. Actually, the robot had like a little lightsaber. Number 6, Darth Spanx. She began as a high school graduate from the local high school. In fact, she's only had one boyfriend, Greg, and her and Greg got married when she was 25. Greg, it turns out, is a huge Jedi and insists on being a Jedi and her being a Sith Lord. All right, so anyway, they have 2 kids, doing well. Life's not easy, but they're making it. Darth Spanx began to turn to the dark side around age 30, just after she had Noah, and she discovered the power of elastics. It's said that she can harness this power. Darth Spanx has mastered the black arts of sewing and costume design, as well as the art of using elastic power. Number 5, Darth Confucius. Without a doubt, one of the most mysterious of all Sith Lords, Confucius is said to have come from the outer black triangular quadrants of the galaxy. He is believed to have originally been a member of the Jawas before he experienced a terrible mitochondrial infection. The infection caused him constant and long periods of bleeding. To keep himself alive, Darth Confucius had to wear large absorbent robes. It's said that he can take lightsabers into his own body and turn them off. Notoriously, he would park his spaceship, taking up 2 or even 3 parking spots. Like he'd park sort of right down the middle of both spots. So I don't know what. I guess because he thought his car was really expensive, space car was really expensive, and he just didn't want people to scratch it when they opened the doors. But finally, this got on people's nerves, and a group of Jedis actually got together once, and one of the truck driver Jedis actually even blocked him off permanently so he could not get out of his space parking stall. And that was the last anybody had heard of Darth Confucius. Yes. Number 4, Darth Ginger. Let's face it, we all know his origin story. First of all, he was just born a ginger, and the Sith Lords, they probably just fear him anyway. And of course, he got kicked around and made fun of on the playground. Kick a ginger day, that was, not a good thing. And, the kid just spazzed out, all right? They call it a ginger snap. Okay, so he lost it. And so he can shoot lightning out of his hands. He doesn't even need a lightsaber, actually. Redheads. Well, there is a legend that he killed his stepfather, once he got old enough and was able to legally buy a handgun. But anyway, number 3, Darth Trekkus is one of the most deadly Sith Lords. He was injured terribly in some kind of magneto force accident. There you have it, Darth Trekkus. Number 2, Darth Lucas, the most powerful Sith Lord to have ever lived. Lucas was originally a Jedi. It said he was capable of creating life, and he did. But something went wrong. Darth Lucas became a recluse. He used his force powers to be sure nobody around him was able to say no. and this began his dark descent. Lucas was able to take the very life that he'd created, the very universes he was able to create, and he began to smash them, to undo them. I mean, he even had a guy walk into like a room full of kids, okay? Like he mass murdered kids, all right? And childhoods. Anyway, Darth Lucas eventually would go too far, and eventually his own universe turned against him. Lucas finally was vanquished. In the end, there was one power great enough to silence Darth Lucas for once and for all. Rival Sith Lord Darth Disney was able to defeat him with $1 billion. Number 1. This cat, Darth Felix. Felix seemed to be like born to the dark side, but it got even worse as his special powers are, well, he really just has a bunch of little lightsabers instead of claws. And holy hell, when he gets some catnip, he goes bananas. I mean, he has shredded all the furniture in the house. The stairs, he's ripped them up. Oh my God, this cat just doesn't stop. It's like he's got energy all the time. Anyway, he's still working on being house trained. I mean, he's very cute, but whoa, I'm telling you, small lightsabers instead of claws is really worse than claws. Anyway, it looks like we're going to have to buy this cat a new couch or a new sofa every few months at the rate we're going. Anyway, hopefully he'll grow out of it, calm down a little bit. Probably when he gets neutered.